Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, to the honorable judges, the timekeeper, the moderator, to our respected audience, and to our beloved opening teams. My name is Shakila Arviama and I, as the first speaker and as the Prime Minister of the government team, would like to support the motion that this House believes that as a feminist movement, this House would encourage women to be selfish. First of all, I am going to explain the definition. There are 4 keywords of this motion. First is a feminist. Feminist is a person who supports the belief that women should have the rights and opportunities as men. The second one is movement. Movement is a group of people who share the same ideas or aims. The third one is encourage. Encourage is to give somebody support, courage, and hope. The fourth one is selfish. Selfish is caring only about ourselves and other than other people. Ladies and gentlemen, just the other day I heard a podcast called Unlocking Us by Brené Brown and Melinda Gates. In this podcast, they discuss how women have the power to transform communities, economics, and family lifted and also amplified. In this podcast, it shows that society relies on women, whether it's in the frontier or at home. In society, women make the majority of the healthcare field, and also they have an unpaid labor such as childcare responsibility more than men. According to InSessionSync.com, 100% of the 140,000 women lost their jobs in December 2020 during the quarantine in COVID-19. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 2 points I am going to discuss here. The first point is that society teach women how to be selfless, and the second point is society should teach women how to be selfish. Ladies and gentlemen, the first point, I'm going to talk about the first point. Society teach women how to be selfless. Nowadays, where the increase of the stress and worries about work, food, healthcare, and also childcare took a hit on a woman's mental health, where society rewarded them to be selfless and to where society admires women to be selfless, and that is to care for everyone but herself, when in reality that very same people should encourage them to have a time for themselves and also time for change. This dynamic in society makes women's hearts to believe that they are worthy and deserving self-love, and also in their mind, there has already planted in their minds that caring for others means good, but caring for themselves equals bad. According to the BBC.com, 77% women are increasing their workload when they are relaxed. And when women cares for themselves and they are taking a me time, all about rise and the energy that instead of being drained, they are being regenerated. The second point is that it's okay for women to be selfish. Women doesn't need to be selfish to be valuable. They should be selfish and not here to please the others. Selfish doesn't mean rude or aggressive, but selfish means saying no sometimes and not settings for the least or the last. Women should explore and make time for themselves with their own interests that may or may not be different from their friends, family, and they should take better breaks and set boundaries between them and her family. set better boundaries with their family doesn't mean that they doesn't love them anymore, but it allows them to love them more wholeheartedly. Ladies and gentlemen, according to BBC.com, more than 69% women are much more faster at doing a multitask than men. This proves that women have the same capabilities of men in some fields. And just like a great woman said, what's greatest lesson of a woman should learn? That since day one she is capable of and already had everything she needs within herself. It's the words that convince her that she did not. Thank you so much.